Sir Alex Ferguson is the most decorated manager in the history of football, having won a grand total of 49 trophies during his entire managerial career. For our money, Ferguson is the greatest manager to have ever lived. If there is one slight blot on an otherwise truly mesmerising copybook, it is the fact that he only won the European Cup, or the Champions League, twice. That could all have been very different were it not for one club, Barcelona, who played football from another planet under Pep Guardiola. Ferguson took United to 3 Champions League finals in 4 seasons between 2008 and 2011. Whilst they overcame Chelsea in Moscow, Barcelona were untouchable in both Rome and London, winning comfortably in 2009 and 2011. It is the 2009 final that we focused on today, and this is the first time in ages that we have done a 7 subs video. As always though, if there are any famous benches, such as a manager's first game, a memorable match, or a famous final that you'd like to see us look at, leave your suggestions in the comments and like the suggestions that you like best so we know which ideas are popular. Here is Manchester United's 7 substitutes for the 2009 Champions League final. Where are they now? Tomasz Kuszczak, free agent. Polish international Tomasz Kuszczak was the man who played second fiddle to Edwin van der Sar for the 2009 Champions League final, something he did a lot during his 5 years at Manchester United. I must admit, Kuszczak is considerably older than I would have guessed he was, now aged 37, but he was already 25 when he first joined Manchester United. He had spent the last 4 years at Birmingham City, but having spent last season as a backup to Lee Camp, he was released at the end of the season. Rafael, Lyon. There was a lot of optimism surrounding both Fabio and Rafael when the Brazilian twins arrived at Manchester United, but Rafael soon established himself as the more promising of the two. He went on to make 169 appearances for the club over the course of a 7-year stay at Old Trafford, but he found himself out of favour under Louis van Gaal. Still only 28, Rafael joined Lyon in 2015, where he has been ever since, and the pacey fullback has since registered more than 100 appearances for the Ligue 1 side. Johnny Evans, Leicester City. Another player who fell out of favour at Old Trafford following Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement, Johnny Evans got a lot of game time under the wily old Scot, but he was less fancied under both David Moyes and Louis van Gaal. Following just shy of 200 appearances, United sanctioned the sale of Evans for somewhere in the region of £7 million to West Bromwich Albion. He was fantastic for the Baggies, who reportedly turned down bids of £25 million for the Northern Irishman, less than a year before selling him to current club Leicester City for just £3.5 million. Nani, Orlando City. Portuguese wide man Nani gave some moments of sheer brilliance to supporters at Old Trafford, who will always appreciate his contribution between 2010 and 2012 in particular. Comparisons with compatriot Cristiano Ronaldo were always natural though, and most likely deeply unhelpful. Nani, like 99.99999% of players who have ever lived, couldn't quite live up to that level. He had all the tools, quick feet, invention, a touch of magic, and he could really hit a ball, but there was just a feeling he could have been even better than the level he reached. He scored 40 goals in 230 games for the Red Devils before leaving for Fenerbahce, and now plays for Orlando City in the MLS, where he has made a fantastic start. Paul Scholes, Pundit. The first player in this 7 who actually got on the pitch in the 2009 Champions League final, Paul Scholes didn't start the game, most likely because Sir Alex knew his side wouldn't see a great deal of the ball and that they'd need legs in the middle of the park. He was introduced in place of Ryan Giggs in the 75th minute, but by that stage, United were already 2-0 down. Scholes is one of Manchester United's greatest ever players and one of the most gifted England players of a generation or two. His playing skills didn't translate over into the coaching side of things during an incredibly brief stint at his boyhood club Oldham Athletic, and Scholes now works as both a pundit as well as being one of the shareholders at Salford City. Dimitar Berbatov, free agent. A fantastic footballer who did a great job at Manchester United despite never really suiting Sir Alex's high-octane style of play, Dimitar Berbatov scored 56 goals in 149 games for Manchester United, having joined the club for more than £30 million. Renowned for his elegance, nonchalance and flawless technique, Berbatov wasn't overly fond of running about, but he still managed to win the Premier League's Golden Boot once. He left United for Fulham in Sir Alex's final summer in charge, and now aged 38, he has been without a club since leaving Kerala Blasters in 2018. Carlos Tevez, BOCA Juniors. It was a sign of Ferguson's respect for Pep Guardiola's Barcelona side that whilst the opposition played with the front three of Messi, Eto'o and Henry, Fergie left Carlos Tevez out of his famed Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez trio in favour of Park Ji-sung. Park was always a player for the big occasions, but Sir Alex maybe doubted his own decision later, given that he introduced Tevez for Anderson at half-time. The polar opposite of Berbatov, Tevez suits United style down to the ground, and he had 2 sensational seasons at Old Trafford before making a controversial move to Man City. Now aged 35, the bullish Argentine frontman is currently in his 3rd stint with his boyhood club BOCA Juniors. So that's it for hour 7. Thanks for watching, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications for more from us if you enjoyed the video, and you can now also follow us on Twitter for more ramblings from me. Our username is simply @HITC Sevens.